Welcome to Read and Learn English. Today, we will read the true story of a great man, Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was more than just a movie star. He was a kung fu master, a teacher, and a man with big dreams. He showed the world that anyone can be strong, smart, and brave, no matter where they come from. In this story, you will learn about Bruce's life from a little boy in Hong Kong to a hero known around the world. You will also learn English while reading about his journey. This story uses easy words and short sentences. It is perfect for English learners at the A1 level. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the story of Bruce Lee, the master who made Kung Fu famous. Let's begin. Chapter 1. A boy named Bruce Lee was born on November 27th, 1940, in San Francisco, USA. His father and mother were from Hong Kong. They were in the USA for a short time when Bruce was 3 months old. The family went back to Hong Kong. Bruce grew up there. His full name was Lee Junfen, but everyone called him Bruce. He was a happy and active boy. He loved to play and run. He also loved to watch movies. His father was an actor, and Bruce often went to the movie studio with him. Bruce liked the camera. He was not shy when he was a little boy. He started acting too. He was in many Hong Kong movies as a child actor. People in Hong Kong started to know his face, but Bruce was not always a good boy. He got into many fights. He liked to show he was strong. Sometimes he made trouble in school. His teachers were not happy. His parents were worried. Bruce had many friends, but he also had many fights he did not like. When other boys pushed him, he wanted to be strong and fast. He wanted to win, but fighting was not good for him. His father told him, "You must learn to control your anger." Bruce loved to move. He liked to run, jump, and dance. He was full of energy. When he was a teenager, he learned cha dancing, a popular dance at the time. He was very good. He even won a dance contest. He had fast feet and quick moves, but Bruce wanted more than dancing. He wanted to learn how to fight in the right way. He wanted to learn Kung Fu when he was 13 years old. Bruce started learning Kung Fu. He went to study with a great teacher named Ip Man. Ip Man taught Wing Chun, a type of Kung Fu. Bruce trained every day. He learned to use his hands, his feet, and his mind. Kung Fu made him calm and strong. Bruce began to change. He was not the same angry boy. He started to think before he fought. He started to respect others. Kung Fu was not only about fighting, it was about control, peace, and hard work. Bruce's father was happy. His son was happy becoming a man. But Bruce still had a lot to learn. One day, Bruce got into another big fight. The police told his parents, "Bruce must leave Hong Kong. He will get into more trouble here." So Bruce's father said, "You must go back to America. You must study. You must make a new life." Bruce did not want to leave, but he listened. He was 18 years old. He packed his things. He took $100 from his parents and said goodbye. Bruce was ready for a new life. In a new country, Chapter 2, Life in Hong Kong. Bruce Lee's early life in Hong Kong was full of stories. The city was busy, loud, and full of color. Bruce liked the life there. He ran in the streets, played with friends, and watched movies, but life was not always easy. Bruce was a child star. He acted in over 20 movies before he was 18. Many people in Hong Kong knew his name, but Bruce did not feel special. He still had to go to school. He still had to listen to his parents. School was hard for Bruce. He was smart, but he didn't like to sit for long. He wanted to move and talk. He sometimes made jokes in class. Teachers told him to be quiet. He didn't always listen. Bruce liked action more than books he liked, sports dancing and Kung Fu. When he learned Kung Fu, he felt happy. It helped him find balance in his busy life. But not everyone liked Bruce. Some boys were jealous. They wanted to fight him. Bruce was small but fast. He often won the fights. This made him proud, but also made trouble. Fighting was not the answer. Bruce's teacher Ip Man told him, "Use kung fu to protect, not to hurt." Bruce listened, but sometimes forgot at home. Bruce had a loving family. His father played music. His mother took care of the house. They taught him Chinese culture stories and values. They told him to respect elders and be kind. Hong Kong was full of stories at that time. The city was changing. New music, new food, and new clothes came in. Young people wanted to be. Modern Bruce was one of them. He wore cool clothes. He danced to Western music. He learned English. He wanted to do big things. He did not want to stay small. But life became harder when Bruce got into a serious street fight. The police came. They told Bruce's family, "He must stop. He is not safe here." Bruce's father was sad. He loved his son, but he knew the truth. Hong Kong was not safe for Bruce. "Now you must go to America," he said. "You must learn, grow, and become better." Bruce said goodbye to his family, friends, and his teacher, Ip Man. He took his dancing shoes, his kung fu books, and a dream. He got on a ship. The trip to America was long. Bruce looked at the sea and thought, what will happen next? He did not know, but he was ready to find out. Chapter 3. Bruce learns kung fu when Bruce Lee was 13 years old. His life started to change. He got into many fights on the street one day. Some boys hurt him badly. Bruce was scared and angry. He told his father, "I want to be strong. I want to fight better." His father said, "Then you must learn kung fu, not just to fight, but to grow." So Bruce began to learn kung fu. He found a great teacher named Ip Man. Master Ip Man taught a special kind of kung fu called Wing Chun. This style was fast, smart, and strong. It helped small people fight big people. At first, Bruce was not the best student. He moved too fast. He didn't always listen, but Master Ip Man was kind. He said, "Kung Fu is not about power, it is about control. First, control your mind, then control your body." Bruce trained every day. He kicked the wooden dummy again and again. He punched the air, moved his feet, and practiced breathing. His arms got stronger, his legs got faster. But more than that, his heart got calmer. Bruce learned that Kung Fu was not for showing off, it was for respect, peace, and self-control. He also met new friends at the Kung Fu school. They practiced together, they helped each other get better. Bruce liked being part of the group. He felt happy when he trained, but not all people liked Bruce. Some students said, "Bruce is part German. From his mother's side, he cannot learn our kung fu." Bruce felt sad. "Why can't I learn? I work hard like everyone else." Ip Man did not stop teaching him. He saw Bruce's heart. He knew Bruce had a strong will. Bruce kept going. He wanted to be the best. He trained in the morning. He trained at night. He even practiced on the street and in the park. His skills got better every week. At the same time, Bruce also loved dancing. He danced the Che, a fast and fun dance from the West. He counted every step. He moved with rhythm and speed. Dancing helped his kung fu. It made his feet light and fast. In 1958, Bruce entered a Che dance contest in Hong Kong. He won first place. People cheered. Bruce smiled. "I can move fast. I can do anything but fights on the street," continued Bruce. Sometimes used kung fu to fight others. He won many fights, but he made many enemies too. His father said, "Kung fu is not for fighting on the street. You must stop now. It is time for a new life." Bruce was 18 years old. He was strong, smart, and full of energy, but he was in danger. The police said, "Bruce is too wild. He may get hurt or hurt others." So his father made a hard choice. "Go to America," he said. "Start fresh, study, train, be great, but be wise." Bruce looked at his city. One last time he said goodbye to his teacher. He said goodbye to the old Bruce. Then he left Chapter 4 and moved to America. In 1959, Bruce Lee got on a ship to America. He was only 18 years old. He had one small bag, money, and a big dream. He said goodbye to his family in Hong Kong. He waved to his mother and father. "I will make you proud," he said. The ship moved slowly across the sea. Bruce looked out at the water. What kind of life will I have in America? He thought he was nervous, but also excited. After many days, he arrived in San Francisco, the city where he was born. But Bruce did not stay there. He went to Seattle, a rainy city in the north. There he lived with a Chinese family who knew his father Bruce, found work in a small Chinese restaurant. He cleaned tables and helped in the kitchen. It was hard work. He worked many hours each day, but he was not sad. He said, "This is my new start. I will work, I will learn, I will grow." Bruce also started school. He went to Edison Technical School in Seattle. He worked in the day and studied at night. He studied English, math, and history. His English got better every week at school. Other students liked him. He was funny and smart. He also showed them his kung fu moves. No one had ever seen moves like that. They were fast, strong, and beautiful. Bruce started to teach kung fu to a few friends. At first it was just for fun, but soon more people came. They wanted to learn from Bruce. So Bruce opened his first kung fu school in Seattle. He called it the Yunfen Kung Fu Institute. Yunfen was his Chinese name in his school. Bruce taught people from all countries, Chinese, American, black, white, and more. Some people said you should not teach kung fu to non-Chinese people. But Bruce said, kung fu is for everyone. Fighting style has no race. It is about the human body, the human spirit. Many people came to learn. Bruce became a teacher, a leader, and a friend. He had found his path. He also met a girl named Linda. At school, she was kind and smart. Bruce liked her very much. They became close. Later, she would become his wife. Life in America was hard, but Bruce worked every day. He studied, he taught, and he trained. He said, "I do not dream small, I dream big. I want to show the world what Kung Fu really means." His dream was growing. His journey was just beginning. Chapter 5, Teaching Kung Fu. Bruce Lee was happy in America. He lived in Seattle. He worked in a restaurant. He studied at school. And most of all, he taught Kung Fu. At first, Bruce only showed Kung Fu to a few friends. They said, "Wow, you move so fast." More people came to watch. Then more people wanted to learn. Bruce opened a small Kung Fu school. He named it the Junfen Kung Fu Institute. Junfan was Bruce's Chinese name. Kung Fu is another way to say Kung Fu. He taught with passion. He said, Kung Fu is not only about hitting, it is about thinking, it is about control, it is about being your best. Bruce was different from other teachers. He smiled, joked, and moved fast. His classes were fun, but also serious students worked hard. They kicked, punched, and blocked again. And again, Bruce said, practice makes you better. Every day, every hour, every minute counts. His students came from many places. Some were Chinese, some were white, some were black, some were men, some were women. Some Chinese people said, Bruce should not teach Kung Fu to non-Chinese people. But Bruce said, Kung Fu is for all people, not just for Chinese. We all have 2 hands, 2 feet, 1 heart. Kung Fu is for everyone. Some people were angry, but Bruce did not stop. He wanted to share his knowledge. Later, Bruce opened more schools. He started one in Oakland, California, and another in Los Angeles. Each school had new students. Each student learned the way of Bruce Lee. Bruce was not just a teacher, he was also a student. He studied other fighting styles. He looked at boxing, karate, fencing, and more. He said, no one style is perfect. We must learn from everything. He started to make his own way. He called it Jeet Kune Do, or the way of the intercepting fist. Jeet Kune was simple, fast and smart. It did not follow old rules. It was about what works best. Bruce said, "Take what is useful, throw away what is not." People loved his ideas. They wanted to learn from him. Bruce became famous in the kung fu world. One day a man from Hollywood came to see Bruce. He said, "You move like a movie star. Do you want to be in a show?" Bruce smiled. He was ready for a new step. Chapter 6. A Man with Big Dreams. Bruce Lee's life was changing. He was not just a teacher. Now he was becoming a star in 1966. Bruce got a small role in a TV show called The Green Hornet. He played Ko, a smart and strong helper who used kung fu to stop bad guys. People loved him. He moved so fast that the camera could not even catch his hands. The team said, "Bruce, please move slower. We cannot see your moves on TV." Bruce laughed. "I will try, but I move fast because I train fast." The show did not last long, but Bruce's name grew. People in America and Asia said, "Who is this man? He's different. He is exciting." After the show, Bruce tried to get more roles in Hollywood, but many movie studios said no. They said, "You are Chinese people in America want to see white actors." Bruce was sad. He said, "I was born in America. I speak English. Why can't I be a lead actor?" But Bruce did not give up. He had big dreams. He said, "If Hollywood won't make my movie, I will make it in Hong Kong." So he flew back to Hong Kong. There he found something amazing. He was already famous. People remembered his old movies as a child. They also saw The Green Hornet, where he played Kato. A Hong Kong movie company gave Bruce a chance. They said, "Make a movie with us, show your kung fu, show your heart." Bruce made a movie called The Big Boss. It was full of action, fighting and strong emotion. People loved it. The movie made a lot of money. Bruce became a superstar in Asia. Next, he made Fist of Fury. Then he made Way of the Dragon, where he fought another great martial artist, Chuck Norris. These movies showed Bruce's skills. They also showed his ideas: fight for what is right, protect the weak, and never stop trying. Bruce said, "My dream is not to act. My dream is to show the truth of Kung Fu. I want people to know what it really means." He also worked on a big movie called Enter the Dragon. It was made with both Hollywood and Hong Kong. Bruce was the star. He helped write it. He helped direct it. It was going to be his biggest movie. Yet he said, "This is my time. I will show the world who I am." While he worked, Bruce also trained. He ran, kicked, and punched every day. He studied books, he wrote notes, he drew new ideas. His body was strong, his mind was sharp. He was a man with a vision. Bruce also loved his family. He married Linda, his girlfriend from school. They had 2 children, a boy named Brandon and a girl named Shannon. He said, "I want my children to grow strong, kind, and wise." Bruce was not just a fighter. He was a teacher, a father, a dreamer, and a thinker. He once said, "Be like water, can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend." Bruce Lee was living his dream, but no one knew that his life would soon be cut short. Chapter 7. Bruce becomes a star. Bruce Lee was now a big name in Hong Kong. Everyone knew him. People saw him on the street and shouted, "Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee." They loved his movies. He was not just an actor. He was a hero. After the success of The Big Boss and Fist of Fury, Bruce made another film, Way of the Dragon. This time, Bruce did everything. He wrote the story, directed the movie, and played the main character. In this movie, Bruce traveled to Rome, Italy. He helped his friends protect a small restaurant from bad men. It was full of action, fun, and exciting fights. The most famous fight was in the Colosseum, an old Roman building. Bruce fought Chuck Norris, a strong American martial artist. People loved the movie. They said, "Bruce Lee is not just fast, he is smart, he is special." Bruce's fame grew. He worked harder than ever. He trained every day. He wrote notes in his book. He said, "I want to make the best kung fu movie in the world." Then Bruce got a big chance. A film company from Hollywood called him. They said, "We want to make a movie with you. We want the world to see your skills." Bruce was very happy. He said yes. The new movie was called Enter the Dragon. It was the first big movie with an Asian star as the main actor. Bruce helped write the story and plan the fight scenes. He wanted the movie to be perfect in the movie. Bruce played a man who goes to a fighting competition on an island, but the island has secrets. There are bad men doing bad things. Bruce uses kung fu to stop them. The movie was full of great fights. Bruce moved like a cat, fast, strong, and smooth. He kicked, punched, and jumped with amazing power. His face showed deep emotion. He was not just a fighter, he was an artist. The camera loved Bruce. Every move he made looked great on screen. People said, "This is not just a movie, this is something new." Bruce worked long days and nights. He wanted everything to look just right. He told the other actors, "Feel the fight, don't just act, believe it." Even though Bruce was tired, he was happy. His dream was coming true. He said, "This is my big step. The world will know Kung Fu, the world will know me." But Bruce did not care only about movies. He wanted to teach. He wanted to share ideas. He said, "Kung Fu is not about beating others. It is about learning about yourself." He gave interviews. He wrote books. He spoke about life, balance, and strength. People listened. They wanted to be like him. Strong in body, clear in mind. Bruce Lee had become a true star. Chapter 8. Famous around the world. When Enter the Dragon was finished, people were very excited. They waited for the movie to come out. Bruce Lee's face was on posters everywhere. In Hong Kong in 2008, the USA, and in many other countries. But before the movie came to theaters, something very sad happened on July 20th, 1973. Bruce Lee died. He was only 32 years old. The world was shocked. People cried in the streets. News about Bruce was on TV, in newspapers, and on the radio. Everyone asked, "How can this happen? Bruce was so strong, so young." Doctor said he had a bad reaction to some medicine. His brain swelled, and he did not wake up. It was fast and unexpected. His family was very sad. His wife, Linda, his son, Brandon, and his daughter Shannon missed him very much. His students and fans were heartbroken. One student said, "Bruce gave me more than kung fu, he gave me hope." Only 6 days after Bruce's death, Enter the Dragon was released. It was a big hit. People ran to the cinema. They watched Bruce fight, speak, and smile on the big screen. The movie made millions of dollars. It was a success around the world. People in America, Europe, Asia, and Africa watched Bruce Lee and said, "Wow, Bruce had become a legend." His style, Jeet Kune Do, grew more popular. Many people wanted to learn it. His books and notes became famous. People read his words and said, "Bruce is still teaching us." Famous athletes, actors, and fighters said Bruce changed their lives. One said, "I train hard because Bruce taught me to never give up." Martial arts schools opened with Bruce's name. Statues of Bruce were made in many cities. His yellow suit, his nunchaku, and his famous pose became part of history, but more than movies and fighting. Bruce left us with great ideas. He said, "Be water, my friend, knowing is not enough. We must apply, do not pray, for an easy life. Pray for strength to face a hard one." His words gave strength to many people, even today. Young kids learn about Bruce Lee. They watch his movies and dream big. They learn to be brave, kind, and strong. Bruce's dream came true. The world knows Kung Fu. The world knows. Bruce Lee, though his life was short, his light still shines. Chapter 9. The Power of Kung Fu. Bruce Lee showed the world the power of Kung Fu. Before Bruce, many people did not know much about it. They had never seen someone move so fast, so strong, and so smooth. Bruce made Kung Fu famous, but Kung Fu was more than just fighting. Bruce said Kung Fu is a way of life. He taught that Kung Fu was about discipline, train every day, work hard, don't give up respect, be kind to others, help people, control. Stay calm, use your power only when needed. Wisdom, think before you act. Learn. Always, Bruce's students learned more than kicks and punches. They learned how to be better people. He said, Kung Fu helps the body and the mind. You become strong and smart. Bruce Lee studied many fighting styles. He didn't just follow old ways. He looked at boxing, karate, fencing, and wrestling. He learned from everyone. He took the best ideas and made something new. Jeet Kune Do, it means the way of the intercepting fist. Jeet Kune Do was not a style with many rules. It was about doing what works. Bruce said, use what is useful, throw away what is not, and jet. Kunio, the fighter moves fast like water. There are no set moves. Every fight is different, Bruce said. Be like water. Water can change shape. Water is strong. Water can flow or crash. Be water, my friend. The people loved this idea. It helped them in fights. And in life, Bruce also used Kung Fu to break walls between people in the past. Some thought Kung Fu was only for Chinese people, but Bruce taught everyone, men, women, young, old, black, white, Asian. He said, we all have 2 arms and 2 legs. We are all human. Kung Fu is for everyone. That was the true power of Kung Fu. It brought people together even after his death. Bruce's teachings did not stop. His students kept teaching. Jeet Kune, to his books and videos spread around the world. Many martial arts schools still follow Bruce's ideas. They say, train the body, train the mind, train the spirit. Famous athletes today say Bruce was their hero. They look at his training videos, they read his quotes, they try to live like him. Some people train to be strong like Bruce. Others train to feel calm and focused. Some people train just to stay healthy. All are touched by the power of Kung Fu, the power that Bruce Lee gave the world. Chapter 10, a short but bright life. Bruce Lee lived only 32 years, but his life was full of energy, passion, and meaning, from a small boy in Hong Kong to a world star. Bruce always worked hard. He faced many problems. People said, you are too small, you're not American, you cannot be a star. But Bruce said, I can. He trained every day. He learned from books. He asked questions. He never gave up. He became an actor, a fighter, a teacher, a writer, and a dreamer. He showed the world that nothing is impossible. Bruce said, do not be afraid of failure. Failure is a step to success. He gave his heart to his work. He wanted to show the world the truth of Kung Fu. He wanted to teach people to be strong and kind. He loved his wife Linda and their children, Brandon and Shannon. He was a good father. He told them to believe in themselves. When Bruce died in 1973, people cried all over the world. They felt a great loss, but they also remembered his words, be yourself, be strong, be kind, be water. His movies still play today. His books are still read. His ideas are still shared. In Hong Kong, there's a statue of Bruce Lee near the sea. He's in a strong pose, ready to fight. Tourists take photos there every day. They remember his power and his smile in the USA. Bruce is also loved. He is part of schools, movies, and history books. He is called a cultural hero. People from many countries still look up to him. They say, Bruce Lee made me believe in myself. His son Brandon Lee also became an actor. Sadly, he also died young, but both father and son are remembered with love. Bruce's daughter Shannon. Lee continues his work. She runs the Bruce Lee Foundation. It teaches people about Bruce's life and dreams. Bruce Lee's life was short, but it was very bright, like a shooting star. He came fast and left fast, but everyone saw his light. He said, the key to immortality is first living a life worth remembering. Bruce Lee did that. He showed us how to fight, how to think, how to live. And though he is gone, he still speaks to us when we train hard, when we help others, when we stay strong. We remember Bruce. His story teaches us this. One person can change the world, and that person was Bruce Lee, the master, who made Kung Fu famous. Chapter 11. Bruce Lee's big lesson. Bruce Lee did many great things in his life. He made movies. He showed the world Kung Fu. He helped people believe in themselves. But what was Bruce Lee's biggest lesson? His big lesson was this: believe in yourself and never stop learning. Bruce did not become great in one day. He worked hard every day. When he fell down, he got back up. When someone said, you can't do that, he said, yes, I can. He was not the biggest or the strongest man, but he trained his body and mind. He said, the body is a tool, you must take care of it. Bruce also loved to read. He read many books about fighting, sports, health, life, and the mind. He said, learning never stops. He wrote down his thoughts in small notebooks every day. He told his students, a smart fighter does not only use muscles, he uses his brain. Bruce taught that every person is different. He said, do not copy me, do not copy anyone, find your own way. He didn't want people to just learn moves. He wanted them to understand why they do something. He said, knowing is not enough, we must do. This was Bruce's big lesson. You can grow stronger every day if you believe in yourself and keep learning. He taught people to ask questions. Why do we fight like this? Can I do it better? He told his students to make their own path. Be the best version of yourself. He said, Bruce's lessons were not just for fighting, they were for life. He said, empty your mind, be formless like water. If you love life, don't waste time. Time is what life is made of. Success comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. Bruce wanted people to think, not just follow. He wanted them to feel strong, even when life is hard. His words helped many people. Some were sad or scared, but when they read Bruce's words, they stood tall again. They believed they could win. He said, a fight is not only with the hands, a fight is in the heart. That was his message. Be strong inside, even if you are small, even if people laugh, even if the road is hard, never give up. This lesson still helps people. Today, in school, in work, in sports, and in life, Bruce's big lesson is simple but powerful. Train your body, grow your mind, follow your heart, and never stop learning. Chapter 12. A hero lives forever. Bruce Lee left the world in 1973, but his story did not end. It only began. Why? Because a hero like Bruce Lee lives forever. People still talk about Bruce. They still watch his movies. They still read his books and quotes. New fans learn about him every year. Bruce Lee is more than a movie star. He is a legend. He is the boy from Hong Kong who became the face of Kung Fu. He is the man who taught the world that anyone can be strong. He is the teacher who said, be water, my friend. People still build statues of Bruce. His face is on t-shirts, books, video games and posters. His movies play on TV, in cinemas and online in schools. Children learn about his life. They write about his courage and strength. Martial arts students learn his moves. They train like Bruce. They feel close to him. Many stars today say, Bruce Lee is my hero. They try to live like him, honest, brave, kind and strong. Bruce's daughter, Shannon, keeps his dream alive. She runs the Bruce Lee Foundation. She tells people, my father wanted to help the world. Let's share his message. His foundation helps kids learn Kung Fu. It gives books and help to schools. It teaches people how to be strong in body and mind. Every year, new people learn Bruce's story. They say, wow, he was amazing. They feel inspired. Why do people still love Bruce Lee? Because he stood for strength. He trained his body every day. Wisdom he read, wrote, and shared his ideas. Kindness he taught everyone, no matter where they came from. Courage he broke barriers in movies and life. He taught people to be their best selves. He showed that one person can change the world. His life was short, but his light still shines like the sun. His power and ideas are still warm and bright. When people feel weak or afraid, they remember Bruce. They say, what would Bruce do? And then they try again. They fight on. They never give up, because Bruce Lee lives in hearts, not just in books or films. He once said, long life or short life, what matters is how you live. Bruce lived with passion, with love, with power. And that is why a hero like Bruce Lee lives forever. Thank you for reading. Bruce Lee the Master, who made Kung Fu famous with us at Read and Learn English. Bruce Lee's life was short, but it was full of passion, hard work, and hope. He taught us to believe in ourselves, work hard every day, be kind to others, never stop learning. Even though Bruce Lee is no longer with us, his story still lives on. His words still inspire people all over the world. His life shows that one person can make a big difference. We hope you enjoyed this story and learned some new English words along the way. Come back to Read and Learn English for more stories like this, fun, easy, and full of meaning. See you next time.